And I'm finally ready to go out and play guitar, and it's ridiculous. It's after 1 a.m., and because there's some asshole police on the 4 to 12 shift in the city of Atlantic City, I'm being forced underground. Just to make a point. I hope you can hear me okay. I've got a fan running. It's on low. I absolutely have to. You know, it's so hot. Uh, I don't need to tell you that if you're on the East Coast. You're probably anywhere on the Western Hemisphere at this point. I want to bring something else to your attention. You look up the sky tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after that. We are having a very special event. Only happens, well, it happens probably year round, but two main times out of the year we get meteor showers. And if you can find yourself in an area that doesn't have a bunch of ambient light, you know, if you're not a city person, if you can get out in the country someplace, look up. I guarantee you, you want a natural high, there's nothing quite like seeing the shooting stars. And you can even see them here where I'm at. But the thing is, before we built the Revel Casino, which turned into the ocean, used to be you could go past the showboat and you could go onto the beach and you could watch the meteors. Now it would be a little bit harder to do that here. You'd have to go, if you go on the beach, take some advice from a broad that's been around. Either go with a group of people, go, if you're a girl, go with a boyfriend or somebody who you can trust, because once you get past the sand dunes, nobody from the boardwalk can see you. And things have happened to people on dark stretches of beach. So, you know, don't be stupid. But if you want to see the meteor showers, you need to get away from the light of a casino, a hotel, the street lights, something like that. When I Gee, I'm trying to think of how many years ago this was. I used to be able to see meteors from my bedroom window when I used to live up in the inlet near where the upper northernmost casinos are here. And I indeed watched them out my window, and that would be convenient. I would also recommend that you wear comfortable clothing, including something to throw over you if you get cold, and have like a beach chair or something so that you can look up and kind of put your eyes a little bit out of focus and just look any general direction, because they'll be mainly seeming to come in one area, but they'll be going in all directions, and some will seem like they're going towards you, and it's a blast. I can't recommend it enough. And matter of fact, right about now is a perfect time to look for them. But and you know, I'm having to totally. I'm already kind of a night owl. Anybody who knows me knows that. But you obviously need to be able to function during the daytime to do different things. Well, I had a dentist appointment the other day, and I have a new dentist now. I love her. She and the lady that did all the X-rays on me, wonderful women. Just they actually, I forgot to hide my symbols, and I got all kinds of compliments, and they were just really nice people. Am I cutting out? I see. Okay, the screen sometimes freezes. I'm dealing with home. Hey, you guys. I don't know what the heck's going on. I plugged my little tablet in, but I had to unplug it because there's not enough cord for where it is. And with this stupid tablet I have, oh, and I don't understand what that. Oh, okay, this obstruction is the lamp. With this tablet, I have the little crappy one, not the one that I lost. It has all the data in it. For some reason, it can't. I can't turn it on unless I have a power source nearby. Because even though it's at like 94% of battery, for some reason I have to still have it in when I try to turn it on, and then pull it out, and then only then can I swipe to turn it on. I don't know why, but and it's like use it to record anything else from it because it is full capacity, and I even don't know which direction to look because instead of having the camera centered, it's to either side, and it just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what my next piece of technology is going to be. If it's going to, I'm tempted to get another tablet, but not something with a lousy 32 gigabytes of storage, but just something so that I can film out and about. It's a shame they don't come with loops on them, so there's no way you can lose them. But it would be nice if they also went to some kind of cloud storage, just in case. I mean, that would have been really nice if my Amazon Fire had stored everything, so that if I had known that I was going to lose it, I wouldn't lose all those cat videos and things. What else do I want to tell you? Oh yeah, I still have one string missing on my guitar, but I noticed that the sound of your guitar sounds depending on which string is missing. Like, I'll show you something. Uh, This time I'm missing the high E string. And when you're missing just that string, really, it doesn't make too much difference in how your guitar sounds. But if you're missing any of the interior strings, then it really fucks up your playing, especially if you change how you're playing your chord positions. You have to be very careful to still maintain accuracy and put your fingers where they go, even if the string is missing, because you don't want to pick up any bad habits while you're playing your guitar where you neglect to change the string. This is just a little bit of maybe common sense advice. You guys might be looking at me like I'm an idiot or something, but that said, that the time it takes to change a string when I'm still a little insecure in my confidence when it comes to string changing, it's a little hang up I have. And since I don't seem to notice that it makes a difference in the remuneration either way, and since I'm forced to do the 1 to 5 a.m. shift, oh yeah, and then what I want to do tomorrow is there's a certain, and I'm going to be, if any of you, I don't know if this is compromising my safety or anything, but I plan on being very close to Boardwalk Hall tonight, so I'm welcome to say hi to you if you want to check me out. Tomorrow there is a certain park near bus turnaround where a lot of people hang out, and there's also some churches and some counselor type people, and I want to go there to let them know what the police have been doing to the street musicians. There's also a guy who plays guitar on the boardwalk who I featured on my channel. He goes by the name of Duke Champagne. Sometimes they feature him there. I heard he gets paid $30 for the privilege of playing there. So I'm going to show up with my guitar tomorrow morning, which is actually technically this morning. Anytime from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Now, if I can get an electrical power connection, I would love to do a live stream from there. Obviously, I'm not going to do it in the most public part of it because I don't want to disrespect the privacy of a whole bunch of strangers. But maybe I will be in a part of the park where some of my friends who you've already seen will be there, and maybe I can get some people to give their personal experiences of what it's like to be harassed by the police here. And also, what do the police really think of the individual people that they're harassing? Because I'm getting the feeling that you got some new cops that haven't been out here long that don't know who people are. And if, in fact, I'm being judged by the company I keep, I mean, I'm alone most of the time. When I'm playing, I don't have people around me. But when I'm not playing, what am I supposed to do? Ignore my friends? And excuse me if my friends aren't stockbrokers wearing business suits. And, I've got friends of so many different walks of life, you'd be surprised, but the police wouldn't know that. And I don't understand why some stranger would need to get up in my business anyway. I'm not hurting anybody, but I'm going to carry the paperwork that I got from City Hall with me. And in case, God forbid, I do get jacked up, I'm going to say, look, I'm in the process of getting this started. But by the way, can you explain certain things I'm supposed to agree to that don't even exist? Like the platforms. I don't even think that wood is still on the boardwalk anymore. So yeah, look up at the stars tonight and tomorrow night. See the meteor showers. And if you want to see me play, it's going to have to be between 1 and 5 in the morning because we are being hassled mercilessly. And also, I'd like to know something else, by the way. I saw there's another channel here on YouTube. I know a few other YouTubers, and there's this guy that films street musicians and things. I'm not going to say the name of his channel because I'm not going to rat him out. But he filmed one of my buddies on the street playing guitar yesterday when it was raining. This guy was playing in front of Caesars underneath he was keeping dry, so he was actually and technically on Caesar's property. And he was sitting down playing, and I'm sure he got some money, and he was filmed. Meanwhile, the day before this, the day that he'd given me this extra electric guitar, the one that I showed you, I did show you the electric guitar the guy gave me, this one here. Well, that guy was playing it, and obviously not getting ticketed. He had the time to play a full song of, I think by the band Shinedown or something, I don't know. But anyway, and the guy he sings and he plays guitar, and he's a good guy. He plays good, he sings good, okay. But still, why is it he hasn't been chased off the boardwalk and I have? Please, somebody tell me that. What is wrong with me that the police want me off and they let some guy who's a raging drunk, I mean loud, obnoxious drunk. He's one of my buddies, but I'm calling a spade a shovel here. I don't drink. I don't get obnoxious. I'm not rude. I don't throw up on people. I'm not going to pass out on you. I'm not going to piss on you. I'm not going to shit on you. I don't do those things. But You have people that do, and you're not being kicked off the boardwalk. What the hell? Is it because I'm a female? And I know it wasn't a racial thing because the guy that kicked me off the boardwalk was a white cop. So it wasn't about that. I don't know what it was. A few people around town tried to allege that the guy liked me. Well, first of all, I can't imagine a police officer who genuinely likes somebody who will harass them and make their life hell. That's not how you treat people who you like. You know, I don't buy it. But I don't buy the harassment either and being threatened with a $2,000 fine a day when nobody around me is getting hassled. Well, yeah, people do get tickets, and everybody's saying just don't pay the tickets. But what happens if I get warrants? What happens if I have a, I don't want a record. This makes me want to get the fuck out of this town. Because, this town, I watch these, have you seen the current commercials for Atlantic City? It looks like this really exciting place. All the beach concerts, you can have the fancy food. We do have some of the best food probably in the world here. But any casino town would. And we got a beautiful beach that's free. Yes, that's great. But you got cops that don't appreciate a person standing there minding their own business with a guitar. I can't do it early in the day because I can't be in the sun. I'm assuming that guy works a 4 to 12 shift, so I have to go after midnight to avoid his ass. And that's what I'm about to do. Right? So, oh yeah, I wanted to run something by you guys. Is anybody interested in buying a railroad crossing sign? Whoops. Oh, almost tripped over that cord. I got this sign here. Okay, I can't lift it up because I got an electrical cord here. But I'll show you. You've seen this before. It's really heavy. And I wouldn't mind getting rid of it. It's in really good condition. The only imperfection on it is if you could see the letter C. It's got a scratch on it. But other than that, this is genuine. And it takes up space. And it's heavy. And I wouldn't mind getting rid of it. So, by the way, I'm sorry it looks like I'm looking here, but it's where... I don't know where the fucking camera is on this thing. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get ready to go. I'm really hot and sweaty. Last look at my outfit. I'm going to go and play guitar on the boardwalk. I'm going to bring this with me just in case I can go live on the boardwalk, but I don't think I can get a signal there, and I can't plug in exactly where I'm at. But anyway, you guys, take care, and maybe I'll see you again soon. Bye. Okay, and I don't even know how to turn this off. Oh, you guys, this is what's weird about being live. Oh, hey, DHD, hi, how you doing? Yeah, do you think I was stupid for saying where I'm going to be playing? I mean, that's where I like to be, right in front of Boardwalk Hall. It's, there's a whole lot of people hanging out behind the stage, so really nothing bad's going to happen to me because Superman hangs out there and just a whole bunch of people, and so yeah, I'm not going to be totally alone, even though I'm going to look like I'm alone, so I'm not scared about giving my location. But yeah, try to see the shooting stars tonight. And, oh, I want to do one more thing. Wait. So I want to do one more thing. Oops. Here, can you see me? I'm sorry you see so much mess. I want to do one more thing since it looks like YouTube wants to shut me off anyway. You see this? This is marijuana, okay? This is my world famous Kiss ashtray. I got a lighter that actually works. I don't have to go to the kitchen stove and cut little pieces of cardboard or pieces of paper plate to fire up. I'm going to smoke some weed. Can I do that? It's legal here. And weed, if you... How stressed I was. I haven't done that on camera in a couple of years. I remember the first time I smoked on the boardwalk, and I walked and I filmed it. It'd been legal here for a while, and it was the first time I felt I could publicly, totally freely do it. You know how important it is to feel free and safe? There's so many places around the world where lots of people are not free and safe. Like I just learned about women in Jordan. They have to have a man's permission to do anything. They can't just go out the house. A woman who's married and has a bunch of kids, she can't just go take her kids and go on the airport and go take a plane flight because they're going to have somebody ask her where her husband is. I'm glad that I live here in America where at least I have certain freedoms. Now, whether YouTube's, why that happened. But this is legal. I got a little bit left. I'm going to do it. I thought I wanted to do it, share it with you. You guys, anybody has some weed, smoke with me. Smoke them if you got them. It's now what? 1 something in the morning. I don't know. I could look at my TV's aimed that way. And you know what? Comcast is doing its re-up thing. So it's saying welcome. So I can't even see the clock. I don't even have a clock in my room. I usually have here on this tablet and my computer, I packed that away. It's in the carrier. The hard drive's in the box. Oh, we finally getting pest control 2 weeks from today. And I feel really bad. I rescued a mouse. A mouse got in my empty trash can in the kitchen, right? And they can jump from up high, they can jump down, but they can't jump up high. So if you want to rescue a mouse, it gets in a bucket. You carry him to safety, in which case I found another garden area on my street. And where there's rose bushes and people throw food so they'll have something to eat and some places to hide. And anyway, I dumped them over there, and so that mouse is safe. I would like to get as many of our mice safe as possible before the pest control guy goes. We need to bomb this place seriously. I understand they've been bombing downstairs, so they've been pushing a lot of the wildlife up here, and it's gotten bad. I wouldn't dare do a cooking video now. It's disgusting. My mom and I threw out a whole bunch of crap from the kitchen, from the refrigerator. It's like my brother is hardly ever here because he has things to do. He has a life. My mom is so tired. She sleeps most of the time during the daytime, and she's awake most of the time during the night. Except that she's asleep now too, and she's sleeping so much. And it's like usually I just let her sleep. I figure she needs her sleep. But sometimes I do wake her up to ask her, she's hungry, she wants something to drink or something. And I don't know what's up with my mom. She's sleeping and sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. But then there's times when she's totally insomniac and she doesn't sleep at all, just like I don't. Because I have things to do. And I can't help it that I have things to do. And sometimes she has to remind me to eat. Or I cook things because she's hungry. And there's places that I had been going to eat that I've been not going to because I'm mad at certain people who work in these places. And okay, I'll run this by you. I had a run-in with a volunteer at a certain place. I was in their parking lot during the daytime because this pigeon that has been domesticated, it's half grown, and is friends of my neighbors and the people upstairs, or the people behind us. This bird is not a wild animal, and the bird shouldn't be in places where it's not around the people that it likes. So I was trying to get the bird back to where I could put it back to where it belonged. And I was being yelled at by this guy. And it's like, excuse me, you don't need to treat me like that, especially somebody who's been a neighbor, who's had a working relationship with your organization for years, literally. But you know what? He was just spitting all this negativity, and it was like, whoa. And I was like, I just wanted to get the hell away from him. You don't want to escalate things. So I haven't been around there since. Figure if you're going to be that evil and that fucked up, I'm not going to own your negativity. So I just stay away. Don't figure it's not like we don't have food here. I know how to open a can. Even though I'd rather not be cooking too much in this heat because we don't have air conditioning and stuff, and we got a fan in the kitchen, and every window that can be open is open. And for the longest time I didn't open windows because I don't want the pollution from outside. But one thing, it does smell a lot like weed. I'm not going to sell them. What are we going to do about these guys, huh? What are we going to do about the police? I'm really concerned that my philosophies are shifting. I'm starting to see the world through the lenses of other people besides just myself. And I'm starting to understand maybe some of other people's experiences that I had not really given a lot of credence to, I'm starting to see that they have points. Obviously, I've never been anything other than a white woman. So maybe I'm limited in those experiences, but that doesn't mean that I haven't suffered certain things. We each have different experiences. And anyway, I am open to learning what other people is going through as long as they're willing to give me a chance to show and tell what I've gone through. It's when I finally feel comfortable and safe to tell about my history and my life experience, and then people shut me down like there's something wrong for speaking a person's truth. And that happened with a friend of mine, some friends, like last month. I was telling about my experiences growing up as a little girl, from kindergarten through sixth grade, and I was just telling my truth, and he just, because his cultural background was different, he didn't want to hear it. And it made me feel really bad because I thought we were friends and I thought we could be honest with each other. And he was fairly a chronological contemporary, so it wasn't like he was one of these young kids who's never known a world where everybody wasn't PC. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, this person is probably asleep right about now, and I'm really glad I didn't invest in amplification, because where I'm going to be playing, there are probably some people sleeping, but far enough away so that they won't hear me. And fingers crossed I won't be bothered by anybody. And fingers crossed maybe I might even get a little coin, because right now this is when I have the time. And I just made an investment in that computer and that stuff to back up my channel. And I'm assuming that this is an innocuous enough live stream so I can't see YouTube taking this down. But still, in a couple of days, I'm going to be backing this up too, because YouTube is proven it can't be trusted. If I can possibly film when I'm out and about tonight, I'd like to. Oh, there's the Tidal Wave Country Music Festival is going on now, and I really wanted to film the headliners the last 2 days. I would have liked to have gone live. But I don't know that I'll be able to do that, because the only place that I know that I could get to where I could hear the music without there being competing music, I'm not going to be close enough to an electrical thing. And I'd like to, maybe go out onto the beach, but since this tablet doesn't work without an easy electrical thing, and I don't know what it's going to be like with security and stuff. Remember last year I got propositioned by a guard who thought I was a hooker? Yeah. So, and I understand these people can't totally vet the people that they're hiring for security, but still, those are the kind of scumbags that a girl has to deal with. And in this case, I think it was because he was a man and I was a woman, and anyway, I don't know. All right, maybe I'll talk to you guys in a couple hours from the boardwalk or something. There's another place that has Wi-Fi that's pretty good. That's across from Caesars on Pacific Avenue. However, Pacific Avenue is also the hooker stroll, and I really kind of don't want to be there. But I remember that place having good Wi-Fi from when I was trying to help this homeless couple that had a cat. And they were on they were sleeping around there, and that's how I noticed that they had a Wi-Fi signal. But I'm not going there. I'm going straight to the boardwalk. And you guys have a good night. I can't find out how to do this.